What is up, YouTube? Yuganer99 here, and today I'm going to make a video that I've been wanting to make for a very long time, and that is about Dueling Network. Now, when I first discovered Dueling Network, I was like, wow, this is amazing. I'll be on this all the time. It's flawless. I don't know why anybody would ever complain about this. I will play on this all the time, and it's the best. So I used to think it was the best thing ever, until a few weeks ago I was playing, and the day was just going, and I was just playing Dueling Network, and I found that the misplays were just getting worse and worse, and I was trying to explain to people about their mistakes. Like, for example, a guy goes and he normal summons his, he was playing some crap deck that I'd never seen, so he normal summons his guy, tributes it to normal summon a set Labyrinth Wall, and I'm like, yeah, you can't normal summon twice in the same turn. And then he goes and he's like, yes I can, where do you find the rules that say that? And then I just quit, because I wasn't going to put up for that. And then another thing that happens, I go and another game, I'm playing my Chaos Dragons, okay, so I mill a Light Pulsar, I'm like, sweet, I'm just going to reborn it. So I Monster Reborn, and then he goes and he's like, oh, you can't do that because he hasn't been summoned before. Now, if I remember correctly, Monster Reborn, well, I have a Monster Reborn right here. Monster Reborn says, select one monster, select one monster from either you or your opponent's graveyard, special summon that card, the selected monster to your side of the field. So, it doesn't say anything about the monster having to be summoned before this happens. And I also have a Light Pulsar here, just let me find it. Here, Light Pulsar says, you can special summon this card from your hand by banishing one light and one dark monster from your graveyard. You can special summon this card from your graveyard by sending one light and one dark monster from your hand to the graveyard. When this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, you can target one level 5 or higher dragon type monster in your graveyard, special summon that target. In my opinion, the most broken card of this ban list, but yeah, it doesn't say anything about not being able to be special summoned by any other way. So Monster Reborn can special summon it, and he was wrong. So I tried to explain it to him, and he got really mad and just quit. So I'm just going to go kind of over the pluses and the minuses of Dueling Network. So first I'm just going to do the pluses, and the first thing is that you have every card at your disposal. That's a big problem for me, because I don't really have the money to spend hundreds of dollars on just single cards and to play the game, to play a highly competitive deck. Like, I mean, I play a variant of Chaos Dragons, but it's not a highly competitive version. I still have a lot of cards that I need to get. Now, and I'm happy that they're making all the reprints, but on Dueling Network you can make the most competitive deck ever, and you don't have to spend a single cent. It's even played in the browser, which means you don't even have to download it, so it's perfect. That's something I have to give kudos to Dueling Network. Another thing is that you can duel your friends around the world, so I can duel my friend that's not here near my house anymore, and we can just duel from across the globe. So I can duel people from China, I can duel people from Italy, I can duel people from Australia, I can duel people from Japan, I can duel people from, anywhere, from Brazil. So anybody can play on Dueling Network. It's really fun. Another thing that's good about Dueling Network is that it helps you improve your game, because myself, I don't have many friends that play Yu-Gi-Oh! Like, I mean, I go to locals, and a lot of people at locals, everybody at locals plays Yu-Gi-Oh! So that's where I meet people. But I don't really have a lot of friends from home or school or whatever that play Yu-Gi-Oh! So I don't really have the chance of playing Yu-Gi-Oh! With other people very often. So going on Dueling Network, I'm able to play Yu-Gi-Oh! With other people, and that helps improve my game. And another thing it's good for is deck testing. You can just make your deck, test it out on Dueling Network. If it does well, then good, it does well, and you can make it in real life. But if it doesn't do well, then you know not to make it. So it's just really good like that. Now for the bad things. Now the bad things is what really starts to turn me off of Dueling Network. That's why I don't really duel randoms anymore. I don't go through the duel room and just find random people. I just wait till my friends log on and I duel against them. So, first thing is that people, I'd say 75% of, or 25% of people on Dueling Network don't know the proper ruling of cards. Now, I'm not saying I'm like the rule master or anything. I'm really not, but I know the basics. Like, I understand all the decks right now that are running around, running rampant, but I don't and I don't understand the complicated ruling, but I'm sure I could figure it out if I tried to. But the yeah, but the people on Dueling Network, some of the people on Dueling Network just don't understand the game. Like, they'll go and they'll do some crazy play that doesn't make any sense, and I'll try to correct them. And then they get all mad and say, "What? You're insulting my skills and stuff." I'm like, no, I'm just not insulting your skills. I'm just trying to correct you because you made a mistake. And then he goes and starts going on a fit and then quits. That's something I hate. That brings me to my next point. People on Dueling Network are too serious. It's a virtual card game, people. You can go on there, play on the unrated. It doesn't affect your rating or anything. You can just go on there, play, and it's for fun. It's just for fun. It's like, I can understand, not really even I can understand if you're on rated, but it's a bit more if you're on rated. Like, you can freak out a bit more, but even that, just there's no excuse. It's a virtual for fun card game. You're not winning anything. You're not winning any money. The only thing that might be going up is your rating. Even that, I don't play rated. I just play unrated. So yeah, nothing is being affected by this. If you lose, you lose. Big deal. So that brings me to another point, that people don't know how to address people on Dueling Network. Like, before I start every game, I say good luck, have fun. That's just what I do every game, because it is for fun and I give them good luck. Now what I hate is when I say good luck, have fun, and the person just doesn't respond. They're just there, yep, just gonna start playing my game. Now, the least you could do is say you two. It just takes 2 keys, you and 2. That's all I need. Now, then they'll go, if they don't do that, I'll be like, okay, well, this guy doesn't know how to type, or he's just not responding to me, so I'll go and we'll play, and what I hate is when they keep dead silent, is when the chat box just doesn't talk. I'll try, like, saying effect, nothing, and normal summon, okay, nothing. So, like, just try conversing with the person, like, say okay when they have an effect, say, like, just stuff like that, just to show that you're actually paying attention to what they're doing, and you're not just sitting there watching them and not really paying attention and watching a YouTube video in some other window. So try to show that you actually have an interest in what your opponent's doing, because I hate it when I go on there and the guy just doesn't say anything. So my last point is probably the most important, is that don't freak out, okay? Now, if somebody doesn't agree with your ruling, or if somebody doesn't agree with what you're doing, don't go and just completely explode and start just typing in swears in the chat box. Just don't do that, because first of all, you can get banned for that. I think that's against the rules. At least I have a friend that got banned because he was swearing too much on the Dueling Network, but just don't go on some rage about just going on there and playing cards. Like, just go on there, play your cards, don't rage. If somebody doesn't do well, just quit the game and go with somebody else that knows how to play. Because I can't tell you how many people I've dueled that just didn't know what they were doing and playing the most crappy, non-meta stuff that doesn't make any sense. And I try to test my decks, and I just can't go against the regular Dino Rabbit, regular Inzectors, regular Chaos Dragons. I mean, I've gone against Final Countdown enough times to know that that deck is broken as hell and that it shouldn't be in the game. I've gone against Chain Burn to see the same thing. Now, it's dumb. I mean, Dueling Network has a lot of good things. Dueling Network has a lot of bad things. Leave in the comments below if you agree with me with any of those points. I don't know. It's not that I hate it. It's just that it's a love-hate relationship. It's just not a very good game in some ways, and it's a good game in other ways. So, if you like this kind of just discussion where I just talk, I mean, I've done a lot of these, but this is more of a rant than most of my discussions, because most of my discussions try to teach you guys stuff and try to do stuff, but this is just kind of me ranting on about Dueling Network and how I haven't been happy with it these days, and how I hope that people learn how to play on there. So yeah, oh yeah, I'm not saying I never make misplays or anything. I make a lot of misplays, and people call me out on it, and thanks for calling me out on it, and I don't freak out about it. I just say, okay, yeah, sure, and I take it back and I do something else. So if I mess up the ruling, if I'm ever dueling one of you guys, tell me, and everything will be fine. You see, you don't have to go and freak out. So thanks for watching. If you like this video, remember to give it a big thumbs up. Remember to subscribe, because that helps me out a lot. And I will see you guys later. Bye.